Hey everyone, it's Mike Rondo, and it's been a long time since I've done a video. I think I've done, last time it was like 2 weeks, maybe longer, or close to 2 weeks, 14 days, or somewhere around there. That wasn't intentional. I still have my book haul video that I want to do. Haven't got to that yet. Probably do that maybe tomorrow or sometime this weekend. I'm actually a little stuffy, per usual, but I took some time. I've been getting into walking, getting back to doing my walking and reading at night. But it's also been rather cold here the last week or so in Rhode Island, and I really didn't feel like coming out to the shed when it was freezing out. And call me grumpy old man or whatever. And usually I don't mind a good cold day or night in the shed, but I wasn't feeling it, so I said, "Nah, not gonna do that. I'm just gonna chill out in the house and enjoy my walking." I did enjoy walking in the snow and the ice and all that stuff in the woods, and I posted a few videos on that. But it's been raining crazy here. We've had flooding. Getting out to the shed was like swampy, and I actually haven't been in the shed since my last video per se. I mean, I've come in here, I've dropped some books off into the shed, grabbed a few things, but I wasn't in here more than 2 minutes, if that. But anyway, today we are doing bat in a hat. Look at that art. Cool art right there. So that's what we're doing. And so it's a Sweet Burley, Virginia, and Green River blend that tastes like heaven and is crazy as hell. So I don't know what the Green River uh, stuff alludes to, but I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know. At first, when I read that, I got really excited because I thought it was going to be like the deer tongue, which is in Gentleman Caller, which is one of my favorite blends. And that deer tongue adds a bit of a spice. It's so nice. I love it. But anyway, let's light this up. I will say it's a bit moist, the tin, and it's been out here, well, since my last video you guys saw. It's been out here almost a month. So props to the people sealing the tin. Now what's interesting, when I first opened this up, now this tin reminds me of, I can't remember the blend per se. I'm looking for the tin over there. It was like it was a fishing blend kind of thing. I forget the name of what it was called, but the tin was like this. It looked like this. Had some kind of fisher thing on or whatever. But I cracked this open and I was smelling it, and it reminded me of a Boswell blend, kind of like a little bit like No Bite Delight, and a bit of Golden Maple, I believe it is, by Cornell and Deal. Like, it reminded me of the autumn blends that I typically smoke, but not as strong as that. So I got excited. I thought, oh, well, all right, we'll see how this goes. Because I got to be honest, I didn't have too high of hopes. I was really getting the tin art because Bat in the Hat sounds really cool. But anyway, let's get back to smoking this thing and see what we get. So far, the tin note is really good. And even the initial light here, it's pretty good. Considering how moist it is, it's lighting pretty good. Now I'm getting like a sugary molasses kind of thing. It's sweet, and I like that. Very No Bite Delight kind of, I don't know what you would call it. I wouldn't call it notes. I would call it like, at least that's what it's imprinting on my brain. Is it's making me think No Bite Delight kind of, but not as, I don't know what the word is. I'm looking for that. Words fail me. That's why I'm not a writer or a poet. Although I do have the author pipe. Maybe I should write something someday. But anyway. It's got a bit of like that vanilla cherry kind of thing going. And I know that's really not it, but it's... Take a look here. I've never heard of F&K Cigar either. That's who does it here. Let's see. Brand F&K. I've never heard of them. Blended by F&K Cigar. Manufactured by Sutliff Tobacco Company, which, no surprise, that tin made me think of them, and I think that's the one that did the fishing blend. Black Cavendish, Burley, Virginia, as I said. Alcohol, liqueur, caramel. So maybe the caramel and the liqueur is giving me that cherry... note there. And Jim Links had a whole bunch of... Now, he's got Virginia is grassy and some tart. I don't get that. Tangy citrus. I don't get that at all. The Burley is nutty, earthy, woody. No. Now, he does say lightly molasses sweet, so I kind of get that there. And he says the Black Cavendish offers some sugar, which I would agree. And then he goes on, and I don't know how he picks all that stuff up, but whew, good for him. I wish I could. You know, sometimes when I'm doing these things, like all the blends, it's like alcohol to me. It all kind of seems the same, really. It's just little nuances. I could never really pick them all out. I try. I do love trying. And sometimes I can, but... Oh, and there was a gentleman who was... I don't know if he was upset with one of my reviews or how I review. But he wasn't thrilled that I say to, you know, how my reviews basically go down to if I like it or if I don't like it. He wanted the nuances. I guess he wanted Masterpiece Theater or something, and I can't do that. So I apologize to him. Sorry, you'll have to find someone else that does that. I'm not that. There are plenty of pipe smokers on YouTube that probably are better than me at picking out all the nuances that I can't. And you can always read Jim Link's poetry. I highly recommend it. I like it. But I don't think he was too upset. I just think he wanted more. And I'm still a novice with all this, as I've said. Thankfully tonight it's actually a warm night. It was a warm day today. It was I think mid-50s, around 50. It's been rainy. Flurries, snow. It's been a mixed bag of things, but it's nice that it warmed up after. I didn't mind it last weekend when I was walking and stuff. It was fun going in the trails and stuff, using, you know, hiking boots and my walking stick and everything. That was fun. But then you get to Monday, the roads are all salty. There's more snow. That's not fun because you got to go to work in it. So it's like, all right, let's just move on to something else, right? Then it warms up and it rains, and you're like, I've seen enough rain. So, but the good news is we're gaining a lot of light at the end of the day, and January's just about over, and it'll be spring before you know it, which is fantastic. I'm looking forward to spring. I gotta say, Bat with a Hat is a nice surprise. I wouldn't say this is like a home run or something I'd go out and get another tin or, or whatnot. But I'd probably get a tin and cellar some of it just to have, because I think it's a good little treat. It's not bad. It's a pleasant surprise. I didn't have too high of a hope. It's just like next I got Wild Man coming up, and I don't know how that's gonna go, but this is pretty good. A little nutty there. I would say, and you know what just popped in my head now that I get that like nutty kind of note? I need to get Wilkins. Is it Wilkinson's or Wilkins or Wilkie? Oh, I can't remember the tobacco company that I like. It's an old tobacco blender, pipe shop or whatever, and they make a peanut butter blend, and I got to get some because it was one of my favorite smelling blends of all time. It just made me think of that. And I kind of get that roasted peanuts kind of note. Very subtle. Not like that. That blend is just, I love that blend. And I think I might still have some. I'm going to have to find that. It's kind of like a, I'm trying to think of the blends that, so it's like No Bite Delight meets, I think it's Wilkinson or Wilkerson or Wilkieson. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I wish I had the bag right there. I could see it. With the peanut note, the peanut blend that they have, very subtle though, not like that. And maybe one of the like golden maple, but not as strong, not as one of. I wouldn't say autumn evening, nothing like that, because that's pretty strong. You kind of know that, but something in like a little bit of a mix of that, but very muted, very. I don't know. I can't describe it. I guess it's good. It is good. I do recommend it. Although I say as I get lower to the bowl here, I'm almost at the end. I would say it's getting more of a that chemical taste. Not quite. Not as quite as like some of the Boswell blends that I've had that have sat for like a year or a little bit more. I seem to get more of a chemical test with that. But not bad. Had a bit of a mint flavor there. I don't know where that came from or how that came about. But so tomorrow, probably gonna do. I might do another video, just a pipe chat, just chilling out, relaxing, talking to you guys, and I might do the book haul that I got, which is quite a lot. Those Amazon gift cards for Christmas went a long, long way to build it on the library. So probably do that, and then of course we got Wild Man, and I might do that sometime next week or maybe Sunday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Probably not Sunday. I'll watch a little football, then I'll watch True Detective season 4, which didn't start out fantastic, but episode 2 was good because it ties into into season 1, which was probably the best season of the whole show. I didn't really watch the other two because they weren't that great, but anyway. Yeah, it's not a bad little blend. I have to admit, this was pretty good. Tin Art, thumbs up. The Tin Note, thumbs up. The blend itself, a thumbs up. I'll give it a thumbs up, and I'll say it's a good, solid middle ground blend. Nothing bad. It's a nice little treat. I wouldn't go out and buy a ton of this stuff, but I would if I was looking to sell us some blends and I was looking through things. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll grab a tin or two and kind of put it in the cellar there, and just to have it. But interesting blend, not bad. But I wouldn't say this is one you gotta have, go out, rush and get it. But if you're perusing around looking for blends to try and experiment with, I'd give this one a shot. Not bad. Pleasant surprise, considering. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. I will see you guys later, and take care.